this afternoon as we take first a check on the sides. The Bolton side hit by injuries at this crucial time without Patterson, Snakers and Lee. But with Alan Stubbs, he's proved his fitness, returns to the defence, the captain, a real key figure there. Jason McAteer, so important in the midfield for them, where Neil MacDonald now comes into the side, Owen Coyle and the top scorer John McGinley, 22 this season, are up front. Meantime, as we look at Reading, they've been in great form this season, particularly in these last weeks when the pressure's really been on. They're unchanged for the 6th successive time, 3 centre-backs. There was a late fitness scare over Keith McPherson. Andy Bernal and Michael Gilks are what are termed as wing-backs these days. Simon Osborne and Mick Gooding have important roles in the midfield. And, of course, it's the goals of Lee Nogan and Stuart Lovell that have brought Reading here. Jimmy Quinn, the co-manager, is also, of course, one of the Reading substitutes. And it's Bolton who get us away. In the white shirts, black shorts, attacking the goal to our right. McAteer quickly there. Jimmy Phillips on the far side. Bolton at the moment playing their 57th game of the season. Reading's 53rd. They've slogged through the heat, through the cold, through the mud and through the frost, a lot of it. And now, after 10 months of effort and a few bumps like that for Andy Bernal, McAteer knocking it in low this time, McPherson getting to that one, and a good challenge by Scott Taylor, and an excellent pass as well for Stuart Lovell. Played for Bernal. He loves coming forward to play the nice ball in here to Lee Nogan. Nogan's done well. He's done really well. He scored a super goal. A wonderful goal for Reading. That was an amazing piece of finishing. The coolness. It looked as though there were 2 or 3 moments when he might have shot, but he kept his head and he found an even better opening and finished in the most superb style for Reading. 1-0.
It was a wonderful move right from the beginning, but look at the confidence of Nogan there to twist and turn. It was Stubbs that he beat initially, then Scott Green came to him and he placed it in the corner. He didn't power it, he knew exactly what he was doing. Left foot, marvellous start.
That's his 21st goal of the season as well. He came for for £250,000 from Watford. Let's have a look at this first though. And that was the finish of a man in supreme form. Taylor, good turn. Playing with such confidence, there's terrific spirit in this Reading side. Who played the ball on nicely again for Scott Taylor. They could be in here again. Oh my goodness, and Gooding almost got to it at the far post.
Well, he's alive, Scott Taylor, no doubt about that. He was influential in the first goal with Bernal on the right. Look away, went for that return, determined to get beyond, and he did the right thing. Across the face of the goal, the merest of touches by Bergson would have resulted in an own goal. Super ball in as well by Lovell. Look at the way he looked up, and he decides to put it across the face of the keeper. A perfect ball, really.
Hislop hitting it long. Very long. Nogan with a header. Lovell coming in. Gooding battling away. Another free kick. Right on the edge of the box. Gooding is claiming it was right inside. Right in the corner there, inside the box. But I think that's a little optimistic.
We've certainly had a few minutes of nerves by Bolton. Mistimed tackles. They're conceding free kicks. Goes the back pass in the first minute.
Osborne playing it in. It's another goal, and this time it's the centre-back, Williams. Oh, Bolton were absolutely fast asleep. Can you believe that, David?
Well, just no one picked him up at all. He just slipped through, unchallenged. It was a lovely, deft little touch. But, I mean, you see him run from behind there. It looks as though almost the 4 players there haven't decided who marks whom. It's straightforward. It's a little touch into the near post area, and they're static at the the moment, Stubbs and Bergson have got to sort things out. They look staid, they look tired, they don't look alive.
Osborne. It's only his third goal of the season for Adrian Williams. Keeper's ball. Minutes gone. Who could have believed that Reading would be 2 up at this point? Comes to McAteer. Crossed in deep there towards Patalainen. That was a good header. And Shaka Hislop flinging himself across the goal. He was only a foot or so wide with it.
The good thing that Bolton there will be pleased with, that McAteer getting forward. He's got to try and get forward on this side. It was a good header. It was downwards. Hislop spread. Good contact.
Osborne, who has done just about everything right so far for Reading. He really has played well so far, Osborne. So important to them, David.
Yeah, he's got these nice little outside of the foot touches. He's a good worker. He's a good recovery runner when he loses the ball. He knows his defensive responsibilities, and I have to say it's been a very shrewd signing. I mean, one incident, of course, by Mark McGee. We shouldn't forget or neglect the work that McGee and Colin Lee and Michael Hickman did here with this group of players, because they assembled this group who've been taken on so splendidly by the two managers, Quinn and Gooding.
That's right. Lee Nogan was the only one that's been added to the Mark McGee squad. Oh, here's Gilks. Has he given a penalty? He has. Gilks has gone down. And there's a chance now for Reading to go 3 up. Well, Jimmy Quinn normally takes the penalties, or he did early in the season. I just wonder who is going to take this responsibility. It's going to be Simon Osborne, I think.
There's always a danger when Gilks runs at you. You get a bit nervous because of his pace. And really, it was silly of McAteer because the ball had gone away.
No, it's not Osborne. It's going to be Stuart Lovell.
Well, if he gets this, I think it would be an absolute miracle if Bruce Rioch can recover the poise of his team.
Stuart Lovell with a chance to make it 3-0. It's brilliantly saved. And Lovell can't force it home. A great piece of goalkeeping by Brannigan. And who knows, that might well turn things around. 3-0, as David was saying, would almost be impossible. And now, if Bolton can get back into the game, they would see that that could well be the turning point on a really vital afternoon. Play on, it's Thompson. It's a deflection, it's a corner, and it's Bolton attacking. Excellent work by Brannigan at the other end then, as we now... Well, is that going to be a lifeline for Bruce Rioch's men? Here comes the corner. Alan Thompson with it. Knocked in there, and just tipped over by Shaka Hislop. Goodney Bergerson with a really good header there for Bolton. And big Shaka Hislop needed his full height just to flick that one away. So nearly 2-1. Oh, my goodness me. Goal kick. Thompson hitting it long towards Patalainen. Shaka Hislop lost it just for a moment.
Very confident. He comes a long way at times, Hislop. I mean, there it was a matter of getting almost, you know, under the feet of Adrian Williams.
Oh, here's a chance for Lovell. Oh, just over the top. A mistake by Bolton, and it just isn't Stuart Lovell's day at the moment. The missed penalty and a missed opportunity there, but I mean, to be fair to him, he was onto it so quickly. Stubbs had no idea. That was a little lazy back header for the goalkeeper. Half-time whistle. What a brilliant start it was for Reading.
Then Mrs.
Well, Bruce has done obviously a big job at half-time there. He's had a good talk to these Bolton players, and one of the decisions he's made is that Fabian de Freitas, a Dutchman, Dutch under-21 international they brought from Volendam, comes on for Neil MacDonald. Now, what will that do to the side, David Cleek?
Well, he's got real legs. He can run. He's quick. And he'll try and stretch them. At the moment, Bolton aren't really getting behind Reading. They're getting crosses into the box, but they're not able to find space behind them. Now, de Freitas can stretch them. How the rest of the team will shape, we'll just have to see as we start this second half. But he's a quick forward.
So Reading get the second half underway. 45 minutes in which they might well find themselves at the end of it in the company of the likes of Manchester United and Liverpool and Newcastle and Arsenal in the Premiership of the game here in England. De Freitas gets his first touch. Played in for McAteer. Thompson playing more or less on the midfield position now as Phillips floats one in. Knocked back again. McAteer tries to go in, was bundled out of the play, and Jokes strokes the ball away and then loses it to Thompson. Probing ball that finds Patalainen. Coyle away on his left flank still. Williams, who's had a faultless game at the back. But that wasn't his best clearance by any means, and Patalainen knocking it back for Thompson. There's a buzz about Bolton at the moment, I must say. Phillips. Coyle. De Freitas in the middle. Coyle playing it in towards him. And Williams making perhaps his first mistake, watching the ball and totally unaware that Patalainen was coming in behind him.
Sometimes that fasting, swinging ball is so difficult to defend. There you see Coyle play that ball in. Williams is caught looking, and in front of him, oh my word, that's a chance gone begging. That would have given Bolton such a lift.
And Lee Nogan, who's had that calf muscle injury, goes off. Jimmy Quinn, vastly experienced, 35 years old, Northern Ireland international, played with Swindon and Blackburn and Leicester, Bradford City, West Ham and Bournemouth. And now having a glorious autumn of his career, really.
I don't feel that Reading need to play that longer ball yet. They need to just keep the ball a little bit more. If they've got runners up the front to hit the spaces and stretch Bolton, it'd be different, but they haven't.
Cross coming in. It's in there. Coyle. And now we've got that new twist. There's the cross. There's Owen Coyle with a header beyond the dive of Shaka Hislop. And Bolton are right back in this game. Saying every club in the land, in every dressing room, there are serious injuries and players that are carrying injuries, and that's a part of the game at the moment. Here's Gooding. Now can Lovell do something here? He's played it in there for Taylor. Oh, that was a great chance and an excellent piece of goalkeeping by Brannigan. And Reading really made their first chance of the second half, and they made it well.
That was a brilliant move.
And go to those golden horizons in the Premiership. Oh, that was a lovely dummy there by Gooding, and he's found Lovell in a lot of space, and Hopkins has gone tearing down the right for him. Lovell, almost got that into a shooting position. McAteer just held him up. Gooding couldn't get there, and away come Bolton again, led once again by their captain Stubbs. Not gone this time to Thompson. There are plenty up, including De Freitas. It's there! Bolton have saved themselves. With Fabian De Freitas' goal, it's 2-2. They claimed offside, Reading, or they were looking for offside. But he shook off the challenge, beat Hislop, and now we promised you twists and turns we've certainly had.
Well, I have to say he took that really well. There was only inches to shoot in across Hislop's body. A lovely pass by Thompson, well weighted. But it all came about because Reading wasted a ball so badly in an attacking situation.
Thompson tied us up. Stubbs. Free kick to Bolton Wanderers. The foul on Padalainen by Dovcek. Played nearly 2 minutes of time added on. Stubbs and Thompson behind this one. Thompson's drive! My goodness, I thought that was going wanging into the corner there.
Well, they've got a couple with rocket feet. They've got Thompson and Stubbs who fancies his chances with right footers. That's it.
That's 90 minutes up. We go into extra time. We have a break. You'll not miss a moment of that extra time. Well, it's Reading who'll get this first period of extra time underway, and away we go. Osborne making the little break. Phillips to Stubbs. Forward now to Patalainen. Here's Stubbs again. Hasn't quite been the commanding figure today, has he, Alan Stubbs? Here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a position here to shoot, and Brannigan once again pulls out an excellent save.
That was a fine stop. You always feel that when Scott Taylor gets forward, he can go past people. If he gets anywhere near that box, there's danger for Bolton.
Nick Gooding. Back it goes. Oh, Brannigan. Oh, my goodness, he wants to get away with that before Lovell comes challenging him. Padalainen. Space over here now for McAteer. Padalainen's gone through the middle. De Freitas is in there too. Oh, just wide of the goal from Fabian De Freitas.
That would have been a terrific goal. He got across the face there of McPherson so well to meet that early ball by McAteer. Just watch the way he stopped and then went quickly. Just got half a yard, and that was good striking.
Jason McAteer up to Padalainen. McAteer full of running, as David was saying earlier. He's got a terrific engine in him, a wonderful pair of lungs. Thompson. Oh, there might be a chance opening up here. Dovcek does well. Thompson's not finished yet though. Oh, there's a bit of shirt pulling here, and right in front of the referee actually. The referee couldn't have been more than 3 or 4 yards away, and Thompson feels very aggrieved indeed.
And I think we've got another possible hamstring victim. I wouldn't think that's cramp, although it looks as though he's clutching his calf more than it... No, maybe cramp. Well, if it is, it's not so bad, but that's more important. It was definitely being held.
That was a penalty, you know. McGinley, McAteer, Padalainen. This looks good. Thompson, McAteer. Oh, he's done well here. He's gone past Dovcek. Still with Jason McAteer. A long, long run, and then a little back heel for Coyle to knock it in towards McGinley. Padalainen's in there too. Padalainen with puts Bolton ahead at the end of the first period of extra time. And from 2 goals down in 12 minutes, Bolton now find themselves 3-2 ahead. Great run by McAteer, a terrific run. Crafty little back heel, played in nicely by the fullback Phillips, and finally finished off there by Miksu Palalainen.
Well, I think McAteer on that run showed all the ability and class which has supposedly sent the Premiership clubs to Burnham Park to watch him. It was a marvellous run, a little bit of clever skill at the end of it, and then a terrific cross and a double header.
Lover with the shots. It's a fantastic comeback, you know, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely tremendous.
After 12 minutes, they look down and out. Jukes does well. Gooding. Towards Jimmy Quinn. This is interesting. And Quinn thought that should have been a penalty. Bergson goes to it. There's some headbutting going on there, or apparently some headbutting going on there, and that's very unpleasant indeed. Quinn clearly felt that he should have had a penalty. I'm not sure that he should. But he and Bergson then confronted each other.
Well, it all started with Jimmy he pulled away once again brilliantly down the middle. He tried to take a cushion header. And at that second, if he could have just lofted the ball, he would have beaten Brannigan. Brannigan had come to eight yards out of his goal, and he just needed a touch over his head. And Jimmy Quinn tried to cushion it down. There's certainly no foul.
Bergson playing it down now for Palalainen. Bolton Wanderers then 2 minutes away from the Premiership as we stand at the moment, having brought about one of the great comebacks of the season. Palalainen. There's the cross. De Freitas. Now it's safe. Bolton go into the Premiership with that second goal by De Freitas, and their fourth of the game. 4-2. They can't be caught now.
Well, if you look at Brannigan
Brannigan at the other end there knows what that means. What an amazing afternoon of football it's turned out to be. 2 down in 12 minutes and really labouring, and they've come back. And with that goal there by Fabian De Freitas, his second of the game, talk about super sub, that has without doubt pushed Bolton Wanderers back into the Premiership.
Right, that's quite incredible. Recent history would suggest that Bolton are better equipped probably to go into the Premiership, but you have to feel sorry a little bit for Reading. They were absolutely exhausted. They've died on their feet in this extra time. They haven't been able to maintain it. They started so promisingly, and it was Brannigan there who was spread-eagled. Must have been kissing the ground, because when he faced that penalty at 2-0, Brian, we always thought that was curtains.
And it would have been too. There was no way back from 3. Thompson. Let me ask you, David, what sort of Premiership side will Bolton be?
Well, I think it's very difficult to tell, because a lot will depend on how loyal the players are, how much they're prepared to continue the challenge as a group.
There's a chance here. It's a goal by Jimmy Quinn. Reading are back in it at 4-3, but we are now adding time at the end of extra time. The 7th goal of the afternoon. What an astonishing afternoon. Now Bolton know they've only got to keep possession now for the last few seconds. It's back to Brannigan. Banged clear by him. Referee looked at the watch. Can they get it forward once again? Jilks, one last big effort. No, the free kick's given Bolton's way. An amazing afternoon.
7 goals. Well, I think the Ensley people will be very pleased to be associated with the league this season. I think it's been a tremendous finish for them. They deserve it really for supporting these 3 divisions of the Football League, the breeding ground for the Premiership.
just a few seconds away. Referees had another look at the watch. That's it. Bolton Wanderers go into the Premiership as a result of an absolute extravaganza of football here this afternoon at Wembley. 2 down in 12 minutes, 4-2 up, then 4-3, and Reading, who for so long on this sunlit afternoon looked as though they were heading for the golden horizons, just abject disappointment at the end of a season that has been absolutely brilliant for them. Everybody thought the bubble must burst sometime, but it's burst only at Wembley. It's Bolton who go through. Let's have a word with Bruce Rioch.
Bruce, congratulations. What a hard way to get in the Premiership.
Well, we said we needed a goal, didn't we?
Yes, you said you asked them for a goal and you got 4.
Penalty save. I mean, the game's almost dead at 2. Penalty makes it 3. That's a game over, possibly. 2-0 is not the best scorelines all the time. It's a good scoreline here. But again, if you get a goal, you've got a chance. And we've done fantastic.